The DNC's surprising shift on immigration, a new direction for Democrats in 2024. Have you noticed the subtle yet significant shift in the Democratic Party's stance on immigration? As we dive into the aftermath of the 2024 Democratic National Convention, it's clear that the party's approach has taken a sharp turn to the right. What happened to the strong pro-immigrant stance of past years? And what does this shift mean for the future of immigration policy? Stay tuned as we explore this major transformation flying under the radar. The changing tone of immigration at the DNC. The 2024 Democratic National Convention marked a stark departure from the party's previous stance on immigration. 4 years ago, the DNC highlighted the personal stories of immigrants affected by Trump-era policies. We saw emotional testimonials from undocumented immigrants and their families, painting a picture of struggle and resilience. Fast forward to 2024, and the tone has shifted dramatically. The heartfelt stories are gone, replaced by a more pragmatic approach that acknowledges the need for stricter immigration policies. This shift isn't just a result of changing party leadership, it's a reflection of the changing public sentiment. Polls show that the majority of Americans now favor reducing immigration, a stark contrast to the pro-immigrant rhetoric of previous years. This has forced the Democratic Party to reconsider its stance, with speakers at the convention emphasizing the need for reform and border security. While they still advocate for humane treatment of migrants, the focus has shifted from expanding protections to enforcing stricter policies. As we delve deeper into this transformation, it's important to understand the broader context. The pandemic, economic uncertainty, and rising concerns about border security have all contributed to this shift. Public sentiment. The driving force behind the shift. The Democratic Party's shift on immigration at the 2024 DNC is deeply rooted in evolving public sentiment. Since the pandemic, concerns over border security and the economic impact of immigration have grown significantly. Gallup polling data from June 2024 shows that 55% of Americans now believe that immigration levels should decrease, a sharp rise from 28% in mid-2020. This marks the first time since 2005 that a majority of the public has favored reducing immigration, a trend reminiscent of the post-9/11 era. This shift in opinion is not confined to one demographic. Interestingly, it's not just white voters who are driving this change. Non-white voters, including Latino voters, are increasingly voicing concerns about immigration. This broad-based change in attitude has forced Democrats to recalibrate their messaging. While they continue to differentiate themselves from the Republican Party's often extreme rhetoric, the Democrats are no longer the unequivocal champions of open borders. Instead, they're adopting a more cautious approach that seeks to balance humanitarian concerns with the reality of public opinion. This change in messaging was evident throughout the third night of the convention, as speakers acknowledged the need for tougher asylum policies and praised President Biden's efforts to negotiate a bipartisan border security bill. The message was clear. The party is adapting to the new reality, even if it means abandoning some of the more progressive immigration stances that once defined them. Latino Democrats, leading the charge for a tougher stance. A key feature of the DNC's third night was the prominent role played by Latino Democrats in shaping the party's new image on immigration. Figures like California Representative Pete Aguilar and Nevada Senator Catherine Cortez Masto highlighted Vice President Kamala Harris's efforts to balance support for immigrants with the need for stronger border security. Aguilar, the highest-ranking Latino in Congress, emphasized Harris's dual commitment to pathways for citizenship and cracking down on transnational gangs and cartels. This messaging is designed to appeal to moderate and swing voters who are increasingly concerned about border security. Senator Cortez Masto further reinforced this tough-on-border narrative by praising Harris's record as a prosecutor. She highlighted her work in combating drug smuggling and human trafficking, positioning her as a strong leader on national security issues. This emphasis on Harris's prosecutorial background is likely to be a key part of her strategy as she seeks to win over voters who may be skeptical of the Democrats' ability to handle immigration effectively. The inclusion of Latino leaders in this messaging shift is particularly noteworthy. It underscores the party's recognition that immigration is no longer just a concern for white voters. With rising anti-immigrant sentiment among Latino voters, the Democratic Party is taking steps to address these concerns while still maintaining a commitment to diversity and inclusion. This balancing act will be crucial as the party navigates the complexities of immigration policy in the coming years. A new era of immigration policy for the Democrats. The 2024 DNC made it clear that the Democratic Party is entering a new era of immigration policy. Gone are the days of the Obama and Clinton administrations, when the party was seen as the unequivocal pro-immigrant voice in American politics. The convention's platform reflects this shift, with support for quicker deportations of economic migrants and stricter asylum rules, including the ability to halt asylum processing under certain circumstances. This change in policy is partly a response to the challenges the Biden administration has faced in managing the southern border. After years of record-high migrant encounters, the administration has implemented tougher deterrence measures, leading to a decline in border crossings in recent months. While these measures have shown some success, it remains to be seen whether they will be enough to satisfy an increasingly skeptical public. As the Democrats continue to navigate this new landscape, they face the difficult task of balancing their traditional values with the demands of a changing electorate. The shift in immigration policy at the 2024 DNC is just the beginning. How the party handles this issue in the coming months and years will have significant implications for both their electoral prospects and the future of immigration in the United States. As the 2024 election cycle unfolds, immigration is poised to remain a pivotal issue for both parties. For Democrats, the challenge will be to maintain their nuanced approach, supporting humane treatment of migrants while also addressing growing concerns about border security. This balancing act will be particularly important as they face an electorate that is more divided on immigration than ever before. With public sentiment shifting, the Democratic Party must continue to evolve its stance, carefully navigating between its progressive base and the broader electorate. Republicans are likely to continue capitalizing on fears of border insecurity, pushing for even stricter immigration measures. In contrast, Democrats will need to articulate a clear, actionable plan that resonates with voters who are worried about the economic and social impacts of immigration. This could involve expanding legal immigration pathways, investing in border technology, and forging new international partnerships to address the root causes of migration. Ultimately, the direction the Democratic Party takes on immigration in the coming months could shape the outcome of the 2024 election. With immigration policy at the forefront of national discourse, Democrats must be prepared to defend their evolving position while also offering a vision for the future that aligns with the needs and concerns of a diverse electorate. How they handle this complex issue could determine not only their electoral success, but also the future of immigration reform in America. Conclusion: the road ahead for Democrats on immigration. As the Democratic Party recalibrates its stance on immigration, this adjustment not only highlights the party's responsiveness to changing voter sentiments, but also sets the stage for a potential shift in national policy. By addressing both the humanitarian aspects and practical concerns of immigration, the Democrats aim to strike a balance that can attract a broader coalition of voters, including those who may have previously felt alienated by more traditional positions. This nuanced approach could influence legislative priorities and shape the party's broader strategy on immigration reform, potentially redefining the terms of the debate and setting new expectations for policy outcomes. As the national conversation evolves, this pivot may also impact how other political actors and stakeholders engage with immigration issues, making it a critical moment for shaping future discourse and policy direction. Thank you for tuning in to BeyondBoarder. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on immigration policies and political shifts. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time on BeyondBoarder.